I'd like to welcome the newly appointed chairperson of NCW, Mrs. Lalita Kumaramangalam, to the city of Perth, and I'm sure she's going to go back with some real good inputs from here. And I also welcome a very dynamic, a very fascinating activist and a lady and an honorable member of NCW, Shamina Shafi Sahiba, to again Hyderabad. And in fact, Hyderabad, I think, has a special attraction for her because Hyderabad always brings her every time she thinks of doing something. Anyway, I think let me straight away come to the point because the time is very short. It's only 5 minutes and we'll have to rush. And if we start rushing, then we don't need to talk about mainstreaming. So it is quite unfortunate that we are all gathered here to discuss especially about the mainstreaming of women, because we are living in a democratic country wherein our population is the second largest population in the world. And unfortunately, the Constitution of India under Article 25 to 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30 provides the minorities, the linguistic minorities, the cultural minorities, the equal rights. But in spite of that, even after 67 years of our independence, we are still talking about the backwardness of the minority community, especially the Muslims. It is, I think, the Muslim women are no different than the women of the other communities. So why there is a need to talk about their backwardness and to bring them into the mainstream? It is, I think, the failure of the mechanism, the failure of the system, the failure of the policies which led to this situation. And I think, in fact, because the subject and the topic is such that even if you are giving 2 hours time, we will not be able to really cover a fraction of this. But let me just straight away get down to the solutions, because I really like the next phrase of this, the way forward. Let us forget about the mainstreaming of the Indian Muslim women. Let us get down to the way forward. And I think the condition in which the Muslim women are living in the country are pathetic, because they are living in the slums which needs to be rehabilitated. And especially the living conditions need to be improved. And when we are talking about the educational backwardness, there was a study conducted by NCW, and I would like to draw the kind attention of the chairperson and also the honorable member that Muslim women do not go beyond high school, and the percentage is only 2.7%. And when compared to the other sisters from the other communities, when we are talking about the other sister, when we talk about the Hindu community, it's about 11.7, and when we are talking about the Christians, it's about 17%. When we are talking about the Sikhs and the Jains, it's about 30%. Then why it is only 2.7%? So we need to address this. And another thing is, we have to, look at the hygiene. Hygiene is very important, and then the living condition, the educational backwardness always is talk about it from the perspective of our constitution and from the perspective of our policies, because the constitution in fact provides the Muslim women the equal opportunity, but unfortunately it is the mechanism, it is the system which has taken them away from the mainstreaming. So I think I don't want to really surpass my time, because we first need to be disciplined also, otherwise we are always blamed and labeled as the most indisciplined community. So that is the reason. With this, I'd like to end my talk, and would like to once again request the honorable chairperson to have a little meaningful session next time here in Hyderabad, and then instead of the mainstreaming, let us forget about the mainstreaming, because we are in the mainstream of the country. If we were not in the mainstream of the country, this country would not have become the largest pluralist democratic country in the world today. So I think it is a wrong notion that we are calling the Muslim women as the backward. Muslim women are not backward. Maybe it is the system, it is the conditions which must have led to their backwardness. Thank you so much.